details. Let's bring in Josh School, formerly with the FBI, current president of a national security consulting firm. We're also talking with Craig Cottle, who's a certified master naturalist and has led survival and wilderness navigation courses. Gentlemen, thank you to you both. Josh, I would like to start with you. We just saw that live shot there with Dre. A convoy rolling in. He counted 14 law enforcement vehicles. He says this perimeter extends between 8 to 9 miles. Based on what you are seeing live there, Josh, does it seem like searchers may be closing in?
Well, I think searchers are closing in. They have tips and leads taking them to this area, not just from last night, but undoubtedly from tracking him. I think the intensity of the manhunt and the focus of resources would indicate that they are concentrated in that area and bringing additional resources. I do think the noose is closing on him as they shorten their cordon, and I do believe this will be over pretty quickly.
All right, Justin, we know that the governor at this point is warning residents to be careful. We know that there were those reverse 911 calls. How precarious is this situation at this point now that they know this convicted killer is armed?
Well, let's look at what we do know. We know he's a very violent individual. We know he's desperate to escape. And now we know, not suspect, we know he is armed. That can make for a very bad situation for interaction with law enforcement and even worse for the public. So they're very right to be able to warn the public to stay indoors because we know he's very capable of committing violence and he's been elusive thus far.
Yeah, he certainly has. All right, Craig, I want to throw it over to you now. You know, we know Cavalcante, who's originally from Brazil. At one point, he spent time, he escaped within a Brazilian jungle there. How could that experience be helping him in this rough terrain in this part of Pennsylvania? I mean, we can see all of these trees. We know it's heavily wooded.
Well, being from there, he's going to be in a totally different environment than what he's experiencing right now. So we all have needs. Shelter is obviously what we need. We need security, we need water, we need food. So if he understands what he was running into in the jungle there, it's going to be totally different here other than he has needs. So he's not going to find the same things, the same resources that he's used to having in that part of the world. So it's going to be a situation where he's going to be in need of some help. And in that regard, fortunately, law enforcement's on him, so he's not going to be getting much help in that regard.
All right. And Craig, I know that you are a survivalist. You teach courses on this. What is likely the most difficult thing that Cavalcante is dealing with right now? I mean, we can see the terrain there. Is it the terrain? Is it the heat? We just heard from Dre Clark. It is exceptionally hot there. Or is it that lack of dependable shelter? As you said, you know, we all need shelter.
Well, I think the focus for anybody in this situation is we look at it from 4 puzzle pieces of survival: mindset, skills, tactics, and teamwork and gear. And I think the first thing that we come to is mindset. His mindset obviously is not one that's sound. He's an alleged killer, obviously. So that is a situation where he's not thinking clearly. He's broken out of this situation where he's now on the run and has law enforcement after him. So he's not thinking clearly again there. So I think his mindset is not where it needs to be of a sound individual making the right decisions. And that's a good thing for law enforcement because we want him to be found.
All right. So, Josh, I want to have my last question to you here. How do you think this ends?
Well, I hope he's safely taken into custody and no one is harmed. I think that when desperate people do desperate things, bad things can happen. I just hope that law enforcement can take advantage of his desperation and get him without anybody else getting hurt or the threat of injury.
Yeah, we certainly hope so. All right, Josh School, Craig Cottle, thank you both. We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.